Welcome to Capricorn AstroTarot. As usual, we always jump straight into the reading to see the energies and the messages that Spirit is wanting to bring to your attention. And it looks like there is an exercise that Spirit is wanting you to start doing. Because in doing that, you are going to fine-tune your intuition. So Spirit is saying that for some of you, you're not completely trusting your gut feeling. You're not completely trusting your intuition. And when you see confirmations, synchronicities, you are dismissing them as mere coincidences. So Spirit is saying that when you see repeating numbers, angel numbers, this is not a coincidence. So actually, how can you challenge yourself to start practicing trusting your inner guide, your North Star? Because literally, there's a feeling where you're being divinely guided. There's a feeling where you are being divinely led, but you're not picking up on the cues. You're not understanding the assignment. So when your blessings, when your manifestations are arriving, you are not there. Because the message that you receive, you dismissed it. So let's get our tarot cards on the table and we are going to elaborate further on the message, okay? So I want you to think of a time when you ignored your intuition. Oops, a card is turned over. When you ignored your intuition and it costed you dearly. So Spirit is saying that sometimes our intuition talks to us because it wants to protect us from finding ourselves being in the wrong place at the wrong time, of paying unnecessary, prices for ignoring. As I get your tarot cards, I'm just tuning into the messages that I hear further, and we can see that Spirit is bringing you the divine energies of the Queen of Pentacles. So by you relying on your intuition, on your gut feeling, by you understanding that it is trying to lead you to your money, to get the bag. No longer will you be chasing the bag will be chasing you, because now you find yourself lucky in the right departments. You find yourself making a lot of money and not having to work so hard for it. So Spirit is saying that this is a confirmation that you needed to know. You're going to be receiving something. You're going to be receiving a bonus, a gift, an inheritance. You are going to be winning. You're going to be getting upgraded. There's a leveling up that is here. Your status is definitely improving and you are going up in life. So to get to this point, understand that the divine feminine energies works with intuition. The divine masculine energy is more like logic, but Spirit is saying that we are not asking you here to deploy logic. We're not asking here to be reasonable. We're asking you to dream big when it comes to your wealth, to your resources, when it comes to you thriving and relaxing and enjoying the finer things in life. So let's get another tarot card on the table and see where this story is going. What else your guides are wanting you to receive. So comment in the comment section below 1111 and make a wish. And I know that for many of you, you're going to be wishing that your status, your money gets upgraded super fast, and I wish that for you too. Especially for those of you who are subscribed to this channel, I definitely send extra blessings towards you. I definitely send extra good vibes towards what it is that you're praying for, what it is that you're manifesting in your reality. And if you're not subscribed, why are you not subscribed? Hit that subscription button and join the family. Okay, so we have our cards on the table and you started off strong with the feminine energies, tapping into Spirit, tapping into your intuition. And remember, we spoke about logic. And it's interesting that Spirit has given you the King of Swords. This is literally logic that is here. So Spirit is saying, What is the difference between these two energies? Well, both energies are equally important, but how you use them is what is going to see you getting the bag a lot faster, or waiting around because you're using too much of your logic. You're relying too much on your own intelligence. So what Spirit wants you to understand, okay? You see the repeating numbers, you see the synchronicities, and at first, you're like, well, maybe I'm just making it up. Well, maybe I'm not really seeing things right. You dismiss the signs that Spirit give you. But when you step into the Queen of Pentacles, now you're understanding that to make a lot of money, to create abundance for yourself, is not equal to you working hard. Working hard is what logic tells you to do. But because you are deploying your intuition, that feminine energy, Spirit is saying that the upgrade that is here is linked to you leaning in to receiving information, divine information that gets you to where you are now, to where you want to be fast, super fast. And so I really see you here taking some time out to connect to your spirit guides, to connect to your inner knowing, and asking, how can I receive the blessing that is here? How can I hold it? How can I utilize it in real life? How can I upgrade my status quickly? And then you start leaning into your intuition, using your third eye, knowing that you have to go inwards to receive divine counsel. And as you do, now you're starting to understand that, okay, this is what this sign is meaning. And then you activate the divine masculine energy. And now it is time to take action. But nonetheless, you're still listening to your guides. You're still listening to divine counsel. You're still understanding that to get where you want to go, you have to listen to your spirit guides, because you're receiving the major arcana cards connected to the higher realms, connected to our spirituality, what you believe in. What practices do you have in place to connect to the higher mind, to your inner self? Do you meditate? Do you maybe do gratitude journals? Do you do maybe your shadow work? What do you do? So Spirit is encouraging you to look after your spiritual life, because when you do, you're going to see that to get from point B all the way up happens a lot faster, because now you're understanding that your intuition will literally lead the way, and all you have to do is listen. And then sit down to decipher the messages that you've received, to understand what you need to do next. And then you deploy the divine feminine energies of receiving. So Spirit is saying, get ready to receive, because you're about to receive something that is not only going to make you feel euphoric, that is not going to make you feel like you have just literally won the lottery. It is going to make you feel like you are on cloud 9. And this is the vibe and the energy that you're currently working with right now. So Spirit is again asking you, what exercises can you start putting in place so you give yourself an opportunity to exercise your intuition, to fine-tune your intuition, because now you're understanding why this is important. And this is the reading, the message that Spirit wanted to give to you right now. Capricorn, I'm going to see you in my next reading, and it is a goodbye from me.